we're down to about 4 minutes here, so we're going to wrap things up. I mean, it was a very interesting set of wines that really illustrate some of the range that Ribera is capable of. I think the Rosado probably is the most surprising for people. It was a stunningly beautiful $12 Rosado, and I heard somebody said they picked up for $10.99 or $9.99 somewhere, so that's fantastic. But all these wines are relatively inexpensive. The Val d'Avon is $25. Is that right? I had a price here.
That sounds right. It's a reserva, so it's going to be at least that, maybe a little bit more. That storage time is going to push the price up.
So it's 25, maybe $30.
Yeah.
In a vintage like 07, this strikes me as a wine that's maturing a little bit more quickly than a riper vintage.
Drink it now. Drink it, enjoy it now. Not every wine should be laid down forever. There's sometimes it's like you're dating somebody and it was great for 6 months and then it's done. And sometimes you want to do the rest of your life. 07s, date them now. Be done with it.
So Eric's enjoying this with vegetable primavera and a rich red sauce over quinoa.
That sounds good.
That sounds pretty good with this. It sounds nice little...
Porterhouse and lamb shanks.
Where is Bura?
Perfect. Where's one?
Bura. He's one of our employees who's not on tonight.
Bura,
We'll find out, Phil. We'll find out what Bura thinks. And before we go, Richard asked, why are these wines so damn good? That was Richard's question.
I think it goes back to it's so difficult to make wine in this region that you don't make bad wine. And you make wine here because you love making wine, not because it's something to do. And I think that's why there were so many of the trust fund babies who had problems when they came up here because they discovered making wine was work. The true winemakers have had to really work at it, and it's a love job. It's when you meet the winemakers and meet the people in the vineyards, this is their lifeblood, is making wine.
And also, this is their patrimony. This is their family.
This is 1,000, 2,000 years of history that is in their blood of making these wines, and they take such great pride in it that it goes beyond just making a living into something that they have to do. You find the same thing in Jerez with the old sherry producers. They have to make these wines because that's what keeps them alive.
And it is fascinating when you visit these places and vineyards where families have really not made money for a couple of decades are immaculately maintained. This is not about making money. I mean, they, of course, would love to make money. This is all about it's part of the family.
Yeah.
It's part of the family, sheer love of land and vines and all of that. Eric thanked us for being such a great pair here. So I want to thank Eric for joining us. Women Who Wine asked you, which is your favorite wine?
Well, the Alcante is easily, that's the wine I would go to sleep with.
That's pretty good.
But I would date any of these.
I prefer the Val d'Avon tonight.
You've heard that Val d'Avon is beautiful.
It's
a little more specific. For me, it's a little more specific in what food I would have with it.
That could be, but I could drink this by itself. I mean, I could follow this wine.
Well, the Rosado.
I could drink that. Yes, yeah. I could do that. and Bura is drinking the Val d'Avon with Parmesan cheese. Any other suggestions? As a Parmesan cheese, there are two bad words I could have used there that I won't. But abuser. Let's use abuser. I would say you're doing just fine. So that's it. We're basically out of time. I want to thank all of you guys because you guys make this happen. We just do a lot of talking, but your questions and your comments and keeping that chat stream running is what makes this an exciting event. So thanks for showing up.
Enjoy these wines. Try to save some and try it tomorrow and see how it has gone over the, just stick it in a dark place with the cork in it and taste it because these wines will hold for 3 or 4 days in a bottle and they change, they mature. Beautiful, beautiful characteristics you'll find over time.
Stick a cork in it and go hide in a dark place. That's what Roger said. So, and it'll improve the wines. And you'll probably make more friends that way, too.
There you go.
So that's it. Folks, thanks so much. Cheers to you.
Cheers.
Roger, cheers to you.
Thank you, Greg.
We'll see you next time. It was a blast. Absolutely. Enjoy the rest of the wines. No, finish them tomorrow or the day after, but you got no unemptied bottles.
There you go.
I need to figure out a better tagline than no unemptied bottles.
Leftover wine? There's no leftover wine in my house. What's that?